Cavs won their 7th in a row over the Spurs last night. Gregg Popovich on what he saw from the Cavs.
Well, we played a hell of a team. Coach Bickerstaff does a great job with those guys. They execute, they're aggressive, really play some good solid defense, which is going to serve them well in the playoffs. And I couldn't be more proud of our guys. All those young guys, we spotted them a quarter, and then after that I thought we got tougher, we got more aggressive, we got more physical. Move the ball better, move bodies better. A lot of good stuff to learn from and to keep improving. So I was very pleased with them. Yeah, I think we gave up 20 points off turnovers in the first half. I thought we played a little bit back on our heels in that first quarter, that kind of thing. But they came through it. We, let them know what they had to do. Because there's no magic out there. It's just, your pace, your physicality, playing the right way, and we did it for 3 quarters. So obviously that's not enough, but they were fine. Like I said, I was proud of them.
And Tom, when Gregg Popovich compliments you, he doesn't do that often. So that'll tell you a little bit about kind of the respect the young Cavs are starting to garner.
Yeah, it wasn't a real good performance by the Cavs last night, Dave, and I think that is, listen, I think it's human nature when you're going against a young team that's lost 12 straight games coming in, and you have, Philly on the horizon, the All-Star break on the horizon. You're bound to have a little bit of a lapse or a letdown, and the Cavs had one last night. And as JB Bickerstaff talked about after the game, he felt they were lucky to get away with the win, and I would agree with him. I thought, the Spurs really kind of outplayed the Cavs for the better part of 3 quarters after the Cavs got that big lead, but down the stretch, they were able to reestablish themselves defensively, kind of assert their will, and were able to pull away with a fairly comfortable win. I think what's been big to me, Dave, over these last 7 games, and it really began with that loss at home to Miami, that 3-point loss a couple of weeks ago, the Cavs are starting to establish their identity. They're finally figuring out who they are and what they do best. And what they do best, especially early on in games, is to establish themselves inside, which is to get the ball to Jared Allen, get the ball to Evan Mobley, take advantage of having 2 7-footers on the floor, and good things will happen. Because once you establish yourself inside, defenses have to start cheating in that lane a little bit. That leaves those shooters on the perimeter open. And as long as you knock down shots, you're going to make teams pay. So, I do love the fact, and Popovich did mention this as well, is that the Cavs are a terrific defensive team when they want to be. And as you get towards the playoffs, when the games become more meaningful, it's as much about stopping teams from scoring than putting the ball in the basket. And it's nice to see that the Cavs have finally recognized that.